Do, 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 do. Let's talk heavy metal. Every minute of every day, your body is in a silent, invisible fight. It's not against the flu, but it's against the environment itself. A constant attack of toxic materials trying to steal your long term health. I'm Dr. John Chuback, and today we're moving past nutrition basics to focus on the essential, proactive science of detoxification and reducing your risk from the environment. We're confronting the most concerning research on two widespread threats: microplastics and heavy metals. And I'm going to give you the actionable science backed defense strategies you can use right now to reduce your toxic load and protect your most valuable asset, your brain. What exactly is microplastic? It's tiny plastic fragments, less than 5 millimeters, smaller than a grain of rice. They are quite literally everywhere. They come from the breakdown of the plastic you use daily. Your food packaging, your water bottles, and even the wear and tear of your car tires on the road. These particles are so small they've contaminated our entire food and water supply. At times, they can be as small as 1 micrometer in size. That's infinitesimally tiny. When we eat or drink, we swallow these microplastics. This is not just a stomach issue, it's a body-wide problem. As a vascular physician, I always emphasize that the human body contains approximately 60,000 miles of blood vessels. This is your internal superhighway system, delivering oxygen and nutrients to every single cell. We now know that these channels are also delivering plastic particles straight to your vital organs, where they can get stuck. A single discovery shook the foundation of environmental medicine. It happened at the University of New Mexico School of Medicine. Researchers used specialized testing to analyze post-mortem brain tissue from adults aged 51 to 84. They were specifically looking for plastic in key brain regions: the frontal lobes, the cerebellum, the temporal lobes. Here's the undeniable truth. They found microplastics in 100% of the brains they studied. Every single one. In over a third of the samples, the plastic was scattered throughout the brain, proving it traveled everywhere. These fragments are small enough to get past the body's ultimate defense system, the blood-brain barrier. So what kind of plastics are making this journey? The materials you use every day in your kitchen: polyethylene, PE, found in plastic wrap, bottles, and cereal box liners; polyethylene terephthalate, PET, the plastic in water bottles and condiments. This is critical. But if you buy cooking oil in a plastic container, the oil acts like a solvent, making the PET plastic leak faster into your blood. Polyvinyl chloride, PVC, found in cling wrap and some commercial plastic coatings. Plastic getting into your system raises a massive red flag for brain health and thinking. The BBB, or the blood-brain barrier, is your brain's security screen. When it's damaged by those tiny invaders, it's strongly linked to the start of neurological disorders. So what happens when plastic gets into your brain cells? Microplastics are not harmless. They act as triggers for severe cell damage, starting two major pathways of body deterioration. Neuroinflammation. Your brain sees the plastic as a foreign threat and launches an immune response. This chronic inflammation around nerve cells, or neuroinflammation, is one of the primary drivers of cognitive decline, memory loss, and poor function. Managing inflammation is the absolute key to maintaining sharp thinking as you age. Plastic accumulation also causes oxidative stress. This is like an internal cellular shortcut, creating harmful, damaging particles that attack and ruin essential structures, especially your DNA. DNA damage in the brain directly accelerates biological aging, contributing to long-term neurological problems. When chronic inflammation and DNA damage combine, we believe microplastic accumulation contributes to and accelerates diseases of aging, including Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, and various dementias. Our goal is clear: remove the chronic inflammatory trigger and maximize your long-term brain health. It's impossible to live a completely plastic-free life, but we can drastically reduce our daily dose through simple, high-impact strategies. Ultra-processed foods are typically wrapped in plastic, and even canned goods have plastic linings that leak chemicals. Your simplest, most powerful defense is meticulous washing. Every fruit and vegetable, even the healthy ones, carries environmental residues. You must wash all produce under cold running water for at least 60 seconds. I recommend using a deep metal or glass mixing bowl to ensure the running water swirls the produce, effectively cleaning off contaminants, including microplastics. For firm produce like apples or carrots, a soft non-plastic bristle brush helps physically remove the tiny pieces on the surface. surface. It's time for a kitchen detox. Ditch the plastic food storage containers. They shed plastic particles directly into your food, especially when food is warm or contains oil. Switch entirely to glass or metal containers. If you must use a plastic lid, make sure it never touches the food. The same rule applies to your cooking utensils. Stop using plastic spatulas or spoons. Heat speeds up the breakdown and leaching of plastic chemicals into your meal. Choose stainless steel, wood, or bamboo alternatives. These small shifts eliminate major controllable sources of daily ingestion. Beyond avoidance, we have a powerful internal defense mechanism: dietary fiber. Fiber is critical. It keeps your digestive tract moving, lowers cholesterol, and most importantly, it feeds your healthy gut bacteria, your microbiome. A well-fed microbiome produces short-chain fatty acids that are vital for reducing body-wide inflammation, improving brain function, and boosting metabolism. Here's the new compelling reason to prioritize fiber. It helps block the absorption of microplastics. Dietary fiber protects your body through three primary mechanisms. Number one is physical binding and excretion. Fiber acts like a physical sponge in your gut. It travels, it literally binds directly to ingested microplastic particles, forming a complex that cannot be absorbed into your bloodstream. This complex is simply and efficiently flushed out. Number two, strengthening the gut barrier. Think of your gut lining as a security screen. When it gets damaged, what's often called leaky gut syndrome, it creates holes. This allows toxins and microplastics to escape right into your circulatory system. Dietary fiber strengthens the tight connections, reinforcing that barrier and minimizing the leakage. Then we have countering inflammation. If some microplastics do get absorbed, they trigger inflammation. A high-fiber diet supports a robust microbiome, which is your body's primary source of natural anti-inflammatory compounds. This makes your system more resilient and better equipped to neutralize the damage caused by absorbed plastic particles. To maximize these protective effects, prioritize a diverse, fiber-rich diet from sources like whole grains, legumes, nuts, and seeds. And remember, hydration is essential because fiber works best when your digestive system is moving smoothly. Our second major category of environmental toxicity is heavy metals. Elements like lead, cadmium, arsenic, and mercury. These metals naturally occur, but industrial processes and old pipes allow them into our food and water at toxic levels. Chronic low-level exposure drives severe cell stress, creating damaging particles that attack DNA and cell machinery, directly making you age faster. Let's talk about some exposure routes. First, drinking water. Metals leach from the earth and from old infrastructure, such as older lead pipes in your home plumbing. Runoff from industrial waste and farm fertilizers contaminates reservoirs. Next is the food supply. Metals accumulate in certain foods. Think arsenic in rice or mercury in some fish. Then there's bioabsorption and natural filtration. While a high-quality water filter is your first line of defense, fascinating research suggests a simple natural method can aid in detoxification. Studies from Northwestern University have shown that tea has a property called biosorbency, which is the ability to act like a magnet for metal ions. When you brew tea, the active compounds in the leaves literally act as a natural filter, pulling heavy metals like lead, cadmium, arsenic, and mercury right out of the water. Here's how to maximize this process. Choose the right tea. Finely ground black tea shows the strongest metal binding capacity. But here's the critical warning. Many conventional tea bags are coated with nylon or plastic, which will release microplastics when steeped in hot water. You'd undo the benefit. Always choose loose leaf tea or confirmed cellulose-based tea bags. Increase steeping time. The longer the tea steeps, the more heavy metals are removed. For maximum detoxifying benefit, you can brew tea for longer than the typical 5 to 7 minutes, even letting it brew overnight in the refrigerator for iced tea. By using this practice, you're not just getting the anti-inflammatory benefits of the tea's natural compounds, you're actively using it as a tool to clean your water and remove hidden heavy metal contaminants. The pursuit of great health today requires a full strategy to manage our exposure, the total lifetime environmental exposure we face. The buildup of microplastics and the chronic stress from heavy metals are real threats driving brain inflammation and speeding up biological aging. Your solutions are rooted in control and defense. Reduce exposure, Get plastic out of your kitchen. Be meticulous with washing your produce. Enhance detoxification. Prioritize a diverse, fiber-rich diet to physically flush microplastics and strengthen your gut. Remember natural filtration. Use the power of black tea to help filter heavy metals from your drinking water. Every decision to choose glass over plastic, to wash produce thoroughly, or to drink a cup of properly prepared tea is a smart, proactive step toward preserving your cellular function. These are the fundamental acts of self-care that support whole body strength and help keep your biological clock running as slowly and effectively as possible. Thanks for watching this latest episode. I'm Dr. John Chuback. I appreciate your being here, and I will see you in the next video.